Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? So I was sitting on the toilet, scrolling through TikTok. I came across this one today. Things that blow my mind as a Brit in America. And I just have to react to it. Okay, this sounds fun. It's got 50,000 likes. That's quite a lot. All right, go check out their channel, Gal with the Tats. She's the gal with the tats. Let's see. Hopefully this isn't just glazing America. I don't know. Probably not. Actually, you know what? That would be nice. For once. Let's see. Let's see. Whoa, this is kind of... I'm not used to seeing America in this orientation. You know, it's so weird. We're the center of the universe. I can't imagine us like this, tilted like this. I'm just confused. It's actually kind of cool. Anyway. There is some music, but it's probably copyrighted. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Anyway. The hell is that? I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what that is. The fact that they actually sell chicken dip in a tube. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know what chicken dip is. What is chicken dip? Like some kind of sauce? For kids too, I wouldn't even give that my dog. I wouldn't either. You know, I'm on your side with this. Although it does say it's organic. Hey, you know, just because it's in a tube, while I agree that is kind of nasty, and I don't know why you would want that, but just because it's in a tube doesn't really mean anything. Can we agree on that? I don't even... What is this? I don't want it just because it's just called chicken dip. Like, who knows what this is? Is it honey mustard? What is it? I'm not buying it. It's just called chicken dip. Organic. Yeah, sure. Organic out of a toothpaste tube. Sure, sure, sure. Injections for a chicken. Where are you finding this shit? Injectables? Butter? Famous Creole cuisine? That's not American cuisine. This is actually interesting. I have no idea what the hell this is. You are finding stuff in America that I've never seen myself, so congrats on that. Where do you inject it? Big sips. America. How American some of the packaging is. Okay. That's facts. That's just facts. Some of the packaging... I mean, especially if you come here around 4th of July time, then it's pretty much all the packaging all of a sudden becomes red, white, and blue. But, you know, in general, you're going to find these kind of like patriotic brands, I guess. I guess it's kind of a way to try to market it to the patriots of America, of which there are some left. There are some patriots left. Or at least they call themselves patriots. Anyway. I'm curious what this is. Big sips. Once again, I've never heard of that. 16% alcohol. Damn. Is this like a jar of alcohol? That actually is kind of an American thing. Like moonshine. Make that in a jar. Kung Fu tea. You can get strawberry shortcake drinks. Look at all those colors, though. I think what this is actually illustrating is just that the amount of selection in America is quite abundant, because I've never seen any of these products. Strawberry shortcake drinks. Yeah, I wouldn't get that either. I'm not going to lie. I think this is probably Japanese or something. I mean, Chinese or something. I don't know. I guess it's Chinese since it's Kung Fu. You can dose your kid up and nobody bats an eyelid. That would be a CPS case in the UK. You guys don't give your kids like vitamins? Is this weird? Oh, melatonin. I tend to agree that is weird. I mean, that is weird. Personally, as a parent, I can't really imagine giving my kid melatonin. Not that it's a particularly dangerous drug, but it just seems weird to be like, hey, go to sleep. Like, okay, go to sleep. Here, take this pill. But I guess that's up to you as the parent here in America. You can send your kids straight to sleep at any time of the day. You know, who needs a schedule? Just send them to sleep with the pill, with the gummy. And of course, it's branded PJ Masks. Some kind of kids show. That's pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. But do you guys have like Flintstone vitamins? Because those honestly are the shit. How extra their flavors are. You want Frosties? Okay, now which of the 100 flavors would you like? I like this, you know what I mean? I appreciate this. I'm not going to lie. Is there anyone out there who like wishes they had fewer options? Strawberry milkshake. See, every once in a while you go, you're like, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to get the chocolate milkshake Frosties. Some weird ass shit. You know, most of the time, these weird flavors and mashups are bad. You know? You buy some weird mashup. Oh, this is a Skittled flavored Oreo. But you can't help but try it just because you're like, could that possibly be good? And it's not. But still fun to try. Cheese balls. Cheese balls to last 3 years. Hell yeah. You actually can't even tell how big these are. They're like this big. They're about that big. You know, you could give a hug. This canister of cheese balls, you know, about that tall. Something like that. Pretty epic. Pretty epic. Absolutely, yes. I never thought anything about this, but now that you mention it, I guess that's kind of funny. I mean, they're very like light and fluffy, so it's a giant thing, but you could like, you know, it's like you could toss it with one hand. You know, they're cheese balls. It's 80% air. Still, I still can't help but feel that's very American, like super unhealthy, super processed, super gigantic, super. The creamer selection. Who's putting some of these flavors in their morning brew? Check yourself. That's me. What, you have a problem? You gonna say something to my face? Once again, this is just one of those things. You go to the store, you're like, oh, they made a new creamer, you know, Snickers flavored creamer. Why not? You know, I'm American. I need everything to be super overly sweet, super sugary, and a mashup, branded mashup. So I partake in some of these. Now, the size, I must admit, if you could tell how big some of these are like gallons of creamer. Literally, gallons of creamer. So they are gigantic. And yes, indeed, the creamer section is crazy. It is crazy. Anything you could ever imagine. Once again, most of it's garbage. I'm not going to lie. You can buy plastic cheese in huge blocks and also in squirty bottles. It's kind of funny because Velveeta's considered like pretty good. You know, that's not considered some shitty cheese, like some knockoff. That's like, oh yeah, Velveeta. Okay, that's good stuff. It certainly tastes good. Once again, I have to agree. There's no arguing this. It is disgusting. Like Velveeta's good in food. Like you're eating some mac and cheese and it's, you know, it's like, oh yeah, we used Velveeta. Okay, good, yum. But when you see the giant block of cheese, that does indeed look almost like it's covered in saran wrap, but it's not. It might literally be made of plastic. You know, it is disturbing. It is slightly disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like opening the Velveeta. Yeah. Now squirty bottles. Squirty bottles of Velveeta. Can't see I've ever seen that. I'm actually curious now. Need to go buy one. Let's see here. I'm curious what, because I'm not seeing, I mean, I see ranch cheesy jalapeno ranch. Squirty bottle of... Here's Velveeta ranch, which is weird as shit. But, oh, are you talking about the cheese that you can squirt out of a can? Like aerosol? I totally agree. Total national embarrassment. I've never even had it. It's not Cheese Whiz. That's what it's called. Cheese Whiz. Yeah. I have nothing good to say about it or the people that eat it. Drinks are literally the size of my arm. And are you complaining? That looks good. Now, this is horrible for you. This is clearly horrible for you. You know, don't ever get confused by what I say. While I do like this, like I want to eat this, you also have to have self-control here in America, which a lot of Americans don't. That's why many of us are obese, indeed. But if you do have self-control, every once in a while, this giant thing with giant whipped cream on top, I'm not saying it's fancy or anything, but if you want to be a glutton for the day, you have that option. Some days I do. Squirty shots. I don't even know what that means. Is this like what is this? Is this a girl thing? Genuinely, I don't know what that means. Shots. Whip shots. Vodka infused whipped cream. Wait, what? What will they come up with next? That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And yet, I might go buy some. See, that's the American consumer right there. I am him. This is stupid as hell. Way overpriced. I might have to buy some. I'll put it on my credit card. Vodka caramel. Vodka infused whipped cream. The thing about that is like how much vodka, how much alcohol can you physically get into whipped cream? Oh, here we go. 10% alcohol per volume. It's actually not that bad. That's pretty freaking high. Okay. You totally get wasted on this whipped cream. Oh, they're flipping off the country gravy. What the hell? The fact that they're allowed to call this stuff gravy. Keep it, burn it, bin it. Burn it, bin it. In fact, do anything you want with it. Just don't eat it. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is so convenient. And they cost like 60 cents. 60 cents, mix it with some boiling water, and you've got yourself some gravy. As a bachelor, see, okay, if we're talking about like home cooking, home cooked meals, I still approve. But nonetheless, as like a bachelor, a single man, if you want some like mashed potatoes and gravy, are you guys over there in Europe just whipping that up? You're making yourself your own gravy. How do you even make gravy without like cooking meat and stuff first? You just get the mix, the powder. Mix it with some water. Oh my God. Okay. That is pretty funny. I never would have guessed that's just an American thing. Cinnamon Crunch Bacon. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sure it's garbage. Okay, this has gone too far now. Yes, but like you're right, but at the same time, I like it. Like it's funny. It's almost like a comedy routine to go to the grocery store and just look at the products. So I enjoy it. It is, I mean, it's clearly gone too far. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Bacon. That is just plain stupid. But I'm curious. I mean, as I say that, I'm like, wait a second. Maybe the cinnamon and the sugar, you know, on the bacon, you know, maybe it tastes like a nice ham, you know, like a sugar-coated ham, you know, on bacon. Okay, sugar on bacon. Why not put sugar on it? You know, as an American, that's a common phrase. Why not put sugar on it? Put it in there. Put it on it, put it in it. Visit a nail salon while you're here. That's the top comment, dude. That's savage. See, why are women so savage? Damn. I think the nails look fine, man. How is melatonin a CPS case? Some kids just can't sleep. You see, naturally, actually, kids should be able to just sleep. If you get them on a proper routine, they should indeed be able to just sleep. I have to agree with the Europeans on this one. Kids should definitely not need a drug to fall asleep. That just shows how kind of screwed up the mindset can be. What? Sometimes you just need to give your kids pills to make them do natural processes. You don't give your kids laxatives every day so that they can poop? Some kids can't poop. Some kids need a Red Bull every day with their Cinnamon Toast Crunch so that they have enough energy. Some kids just don't have enough energy. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.